Okay, we are live, everybody. Welcome to the very unexpected Solidcast, the podcast I was certain I took out back and executed. But for some reason or other, Blaze 4K was able to convince me to resurrect this bitch.
Solidcast.
What's that?
You better mute that mic, son.
Oh, somebody's got their mic going. Okay. So right now we're going to open it up into the intros. We're going to start out with you, Blaze, my co-host. Let's go.
What's up? It's your boy Blaze 4K, baby.
Icy.
What's going on, guys? D-pad first. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Jay.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for coming in. We're happy to do this Solidcast. Well, hopefully all of us are, right? Solid?
Sort of.
Lucas.
Hey, I'm Lucas. I'm new to all this, so bear with me.
Yeah, new channel. I'm going to have all their links in the description. Okay, the format's going to be a little different here. Because Blaze convinced me to do this, I'm not a big fan of podcasts. But I figure if I have to do a podcast, what better way than on my own channel where I'm not subjected to other people's rules? So I told Blaze, okay, you want this podcast to run, here's how it's going to go. He's telling me I need to commit a little bit to a schedule. So every other Wednesday, we're not going to do every week, especially right now with nothing, absolutely nothing going on. I told him he picks the guests, he picks the topics. So I do not know the topics. It is my job to make sure this podcast flows. So I'm going to open it up to him. He's going to give me a topic. If it sucks, he gets cursed out, but we will still roll with the topic. So at this point in time, I'm going to turn it over to you, Blaze. Topic number 1. Let's roll.
All right, so topic number 1. Rumor has it that the Xbox One X may be getting a release date soon, within the next 2 weeks, possibly. Anybody on this panel pre-ordering the Xbox One X?
I see. Where you at?
Crickets. That's where I'm at. Crickets.
Why?
I am not getting the Xbox One X, man. I mean,
Why?
as long as a lot of those games are still going to come to PC, I'll just play them here at 60 FPS. As garbage and elitist as that sounds, I really don't care how anyone feels about that. But I mean, that's where I stand. That's where I stand.
Jay?
Oh, it sounds just like Gotti up in here. Nice. And speaking of that, shout out to Gotti. He's in the chat. But yeah, dude, day one buy for me. I'm a console gamer. I've tried PC years ago. 60 frames is awesome. I love the graphics and stuff, but at the same time, fuck mouse and keyboard. I'm all about that controller. And I know you can use a controller online, but the community, you can't play multiplayer games and shit with a controller against mouse and keyboard. There just ain't no doing it. You guys know that. So yeah, day one buy for me.
Lucas.
Well, as long as I got my Pro and my CyberPower Xbox, there's no point with Xbox One X. No point at all.
Oh, man. Oh, Blaze, you already know I'm pre-ordering the damn Xbox One X. Is there any reason why? Not really. I have to have the new shit. I've said it before. You know what I mean? It's not very smart. I bought the PS4 Pro. That wasn't smart, especially not owning a 4K TV. But I'm going to get it. We'll see what time it is. I'm a YouTuber, so I'm going to review the damn thing anyway. So if nothing else, it'll give me a good couple videos to smash the damn thing. Not literally smash it, but smash it verbally. You know what I mean? But I do want it to be successful. Make no mistake. I want the Xbox One X to be successful.
We should all want that. I think as gamers, we should all want that.
Next topic.
Next topic.
Let's burn through them.
The Xbox One X has a marketing deal with Taco Bell, and they're going to be bundling 4K TVs as well, bundling with the Xbox One X with 4K TVs, 4K HDR TVs for that matter. Thoughts on that?
All right, what does Taco Bell have to do with any of this?
Because Sony usually has the marketing deal with Taco Bell and the golden PS4s, all that. But now Xbox is doing it, and they're going to bundle 4K TVs with them. Like, to me, that's crazy to get a 4K HDR TV with an Xbox.
Yeah.
But you see,
so those are two marketing deals going on, right? So that's two different marketing deals going on for the Xbox One X. Any marketing is great for any console, but the X really needs that marketing push right now because as we know, Microsoft has been totally fucking shitty with their marketing and their messaging this generation. It's been so bad. And I think being on Taco Bell, like, those big ads and stuff they put on the windows and stuff, it speaks to people. It says, hey, here's a new console coming out. It gets that buzz generating. And as for giving it, putting it in a bundle deal with a TV, that's excellent, man. Like, honestly, that does put a lot of consoles out there in homes and stuff. And as for TVs and stuff, I bet you they go with Samsung. Samsung.
You imagine if they go with Sony, get an Xbox One X with a Sony.
Yeah, they're going with Samsung.
So just so I'm clear, you can win not separately, but both the One X and the TV at the same time. Like,
no, it's two different deals. Marketing.
Okay.
Yeah, completely different.
What were you gonna say, Lucas?
No, I was gonna say I think the Taco Bell deal is great because it made Aaron Greenberg like a fucking idiot. Because a couple of years ago, when Sony had the deal, he talked shit about it, and then now he's saying how great it is they got the deal. And when people called him out on, he was like, "Oh, well, I like Taco Bell too." It's like, dude, you look like a fucking idiot.
I'm still not understanding the deal. So I got to go to Taco Bell to buy an Xbox One X. I'm not trying to be a smartass. Where does Taco Bell come into play? What is this?
Well,
it's just
basically, I know a little bit about it. Like, you buy a specific, like a $5 box of whatever the fuck they give you, some cheesy Ritos or whatever the fuck they got going on. And basically, every 10 minutes, there will be a winner. There will be a code on the box. And
Okay. All right. I got it.
Xbox One X.
Who the fuck eats at Taco Bell? Does anybody here eat Taco Bell?
I haven't ate there in a while.
I don't.
Nasty ass Taco Bell.
I don't,
dog shit.
But I'm going to try it a couple of times just to see if I can win one. If I don't, I don't. But I've actually known somebody who's won one of those PS4s before, so it's real.
I've never won shit in my life, so I wouldn't even waste my time. Next topic, Blaze. Let's go.
I just sent Bond the link. I guess he didn't get it, but I sent it to him. That's weird. Anyway.
Fuck Bond. Next.
So, Lawbreakers. Has anybody played Lawbreakers at all?
What's the topic got to do with Lawbreakers?
I'll get to that, but I just wanted to see if anybody's playing Lawbreakers.
I have not played it. No, I do know about it, but I haven't played it.
It's like an Overwatch clone kind. I don't know. I don't want to say that. Anyway, Lawbreakers and Uncharted, the Lost Legacy will be releasing in August. Well, Uncharted will be in August, and there's nothing really releasing on the Xbox One X or S until October. Forza 7. You don't think that's there's nothing to play as it is. Sony's got a major, it might not be major to you, but Uncharted is a major exclusive for Sony. It's coming out in the dry season. Thoughts on that?
What is Uncharted what?
Lost Legacy.
Oh, that shit out of here. Relevant. Icy. Where you at?
I just, how dry is it though? Doesn't August have like a pretty good chunk of games this year?
Tell me.
I don't know about like exclusives. Let's see. It's gonna take a minute.
I think for the Xbox, it's pretty dry as far as exclusives.
Pretty dry.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I was just thinking of Sony. You got Hellblade, Yakuza 1 remake, Lawbreakers, Matterfall, and Undertale, and the Uncharted Lost Legacy. I mean, I guess that's mostly on the Sony side of, and I think Madden comes out in August, right? If I'm not mistaken, but that's obviously multi-plat. If we're just talking exclusives, then yeah, like consoles go. Sony's
and you're saying Matterfall. No many people do not know what Matterfall looks to be like a beast game, and like it's another Housemarque game.
I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it. I've never heard of most of those games.
No, I've never heard of it.
Housemarque, they make Resogun, stuff like that, Dead Nation.
They just came out with
Next
Machina then?
Next Machina, yeah.
Blaze, did you send the link to Blackbond?
Yeah, I've sent 2.
His DM? You just said?
Send again, Blacktooth is telling me. All right.
As far as the exclusives go with Sony, I'm not interested in any of them. So them having exclusives to me is irrelevant because you're saying Xbox has none, but to me Sony has none because everything they're coming out with is dog shit in my eyes anyways. That's how I see it.
Yep. That's that.
You know what I mean?
Well,
where you at, Lucas?
Well, for me, it doesn't start again until October because Evil Within and Wolfenstein is what I'm looking forward to. So all this other stuff doesn't matter.
Exactly. That's all I'm looking forward to.
That's about it for the rest of the year. It's like that's all I care about. I'm with you guys. Like, there's nothing much left for 2017.
How about it, Jay?
Yeah, it's been pretty dry for me lately on both sides. I'm not really looking forward to the Uncharted Lost Legacy. I don't know. There's something about it that just doesn't scream to me. Like it's not Uncharted to me. You know, without Nathan Drake, it's just not Uncharted.
You know, it's only one area too.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's only India, and that's it. It's one big open map, and that's it.
Man. Yeah, and part of me is thinking, how long is this game? You know, I know they're saying, oh, it's around 9 or 10 hours, but at the same time, you know, a 9 and 10 hour game sometimes that they tout is really like a 4-hour game for some people. You know, if they just breeze through it. So I don't know. It's just not looking exciting for me right now with gaming on both sides of the coin, on Xbox or PlayStation.
Here he is.
Blaze?
I mean, dude, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it just to check it out. But I mean, like, he's right. You know, Drake is Uncharted. No Drake, no Uncharted. I definitely get that. Like that was a force. Like there was no reason for that. Add a DLC like a lost mission, you know. But why do this? Like it's forced. To me, it's just forced, you know.
Well, that's what it was going to be at first, Blaze. But then they kept making the game, and they saw how it was turning out, so they wanted to make it bigger. But originally, it was only supposed to be like 2 or 3 hours.
So you're saying that they should? It's kind of like Halo 5, just forget Master Chief and put a black guy in there.
There you
Pretty
go.
much.
Okay, everybody, before we continue, let's go around the room and just say what we like about each person,
Let's play
okay? Can we
Patty.
do that? Can we do that, please?
Let some patty.
The fuck out of here.
Blaze, where the hell are you sending the link to?
Bro, okay, Bond, yo, check this out. There's so many fucking Bond imposters, bro. Dude, I just sent 3 links to some guy named Collapse. He has everything perfectly except it's with a 0, and then it was like a charcoal box.
Bro,
I'm like,
if you send me
So we're gonna have
anything, you
people
send it
jumping
to
up
me
in your
on
Blaze?
Twitter.
dude, there's 2 Twitter. I'll show you, boss.
Yeah, you're gonna have some gay dude in here showing him his dick soon.
Oh,
Bro,
my God.
he
Blaze,
just
I give you
started
one
following.
job.
Bro, he just started following me because Bond just started following me like last week. But I'm like, wait, so what the hell is he following me again? I didn't notice. It just, I'm not even at my house, bro. Forgive me.
Hey, Bond, you want to do your intro?
It's Blackbond. Follow me on Twitter at Blackbond. Follow me on YouTube at Blackbond. And if you get out of line, I'll put you in timeout. Put the dunce cap on you. Make you stare at the wall.
All right, Blaze, next.
Oh man. Oh, no PS4 for you, Blackbond.
No, I don't play on consoles.
No, that's right.
Oh, man. So we got 2 PC elites in here.
Yes.
It's not being elitist. It's like saying you don't fuck ugly bitches. You just don't do it.
Let's go, Blaze.
Oh man. All right. Switching to Nintendo.
Oh,
for
God.
fuck's
Damn.
sake. Bro, do you forget where you were at?
Bro, I
What
get.
podcast are you on?
Bro, I'm doing the topics. I bought a Switch, right? Okay.
Well, you and I
Continue,
talked about this right
continue.
before.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Hard Eights in the chat too. All right, Nintendo Switch has sold over 5 million Switches so far. And they're projected to sell 10 million by the end of the year. And also Mario Odyssey is hitting by this holiday. Do you think they'll reach their goal of 10 mil by the end of the year?
Anybody?
If there's some really good bundles, price is right, possibly. I don't see it. I think 8.5
That's the
sounds a little bit
podcast I
better.
was certain I took.
Who and why? Jay?
That was Blaze.
Jay fell asleep. Lucas?
No, I didn't fall asleep. I was laughing at that, dude.
Go ahead, Jay. I'm going to go
No,
after you.
the thing is, it's like, with the Switch, I could give 2 shits about it. It's a handheld. I'm not into handhelds. I don't give a fuck what people say that it's a console. You put it in a little fucking plastic thing. Bullshit. It's a handheld. Just look at those fucking controllers they got. Yeah, to me, it's just like, it's Nintendo. They bring the fucking same old bullshit all the time, the same games, and then once they fucking run through all their list of first-party games, sales die off. So yeah, it might hit that 10 million thing this year, but we'll see where they're at next holiday season.
But what does 10 million mean when you have no games to play? That's what the most important thing is. You have nothing. They just have 10 million suckers out there. That's it.
You know how
Bond's a
many people I
Nintendo
know
fan.
that bought this thing that aren't playing it anymore? It's just sitting there waiting for Mario.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be in for a rude awakening when it outsells the Xbox One. I'm just telling you that right now.
Oh, I
I
have no
think it
doubt it
will
will.
eventually.
Yeah, I don't have no doubt.
And the reason it is because I feel as if it's more of an extension to Nintendo's handhelds as opposed to their consoles.
Right. Look at the 3DS, for that matter. I mean, dude, if you had the Switch in your hand and you feel that the Switch like it has the clickable R3, L3, you know, it's a nice console in the hand, but there's no. I want games like, honestly, I know it's gonna sound crazy. I have the exclusive. I want games like I want a shooter. Like let me get it. Like let me get a shooter. Like I'm serious. Like let me get a Battlefield. Like I know that sounds crazy, but that would be crazy to take a Battlefield with me to work while I'm on break.
It's too weak.
Is it? But the Wii U could get a little Battlefield. It was dumbed down, but you know they had Call of Duties. Why can't like it's more powerful than a PS3 and 360? You telling me they can't put a Battlefield on a Switch?
But why would you want to play it on that though when you have a PC, Blaze? I mean, or a PS4?
Dude, because listen, PC, yes, it's. I'm not gonna get into. I love my PC. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm just saying I invested into this console, and all I've played so far is Mario Kart with Kofi and Zelda for 30 hours.
Did you beat Zelda?
Yeah.
No, 35 hours. 35 hours I put in, and then dude, I just buy so many games, so many platforms, dude. You know.
Have you beaten any games on the Switch?
I've beaten Mr. Shifty. I've beaten Mario Kart. You know, Mr. Shifty. It's a good game. Mario Kart, and I think that's I think that's it.
Are you married?
No.
Because I was about to say, it wouldn't like. All right, Rev, imagine this, man. You're just buying all this stuff and never finishing it. Would your wife have something to say?
The wifey's not allowed to say anything.
Oh.
Tell that to your hating ass bitch frauds. Hey, can we switch the topic here, Blaze? Can we shift on to something else?
Holy shit.
All right, we'll switch
Next.
here. I know you don't like Nintendo, man. I get it.
Yeah, let's move on, please.
What do you call it? Polyphony Digital CEO thinks the PlayStation 5 will run at 8K.
Didn't they also say like the PlayStation 3 would run at 120 frames?
They did say
They did
that.
say that. They did say that.
I think they're out of their
man.
mind. They haven't even mastered 1080 60. Not even 4K 60, and they're talking
That's
about
a topic. There you go, right there. Let's do that as a topic. Let's start out with you, Blackbond. Do you think after everything that's gone down with this next generation of consoles, will they actually focus on frame rate this time, or is it still
No.
going to be about resolution?
It's always going to be about resolution and
Why?
graphics.
Why?
Okay, if you watch a TV commercial, what do you see?
TV commercial?
I'm saying you see graphics, right?
Mm-hmm.
You really have to be playing the game to notice a frame rate. It's much easier to advertise graphics and looks and visuals as opposed to performance. It just is. Nobody can tell me differently.
That's a solid point. I never thought of it like that.
Although you don't need to look at resolution for your graphics there, because of course everybody knows. Oh well, not everybody. Some people think that resolution is the be all and end all, and it's not. I mean, you got the textures and everything. If you have good looking graphics, you can have fantastic looking graphics at 1080 fucking p that look better than that 4K low res dog shit that you get sometimes on the Pro.
But nobody understands that. Like the average consumer, like if I went to my mom and said, what has better graphics, 4K or 1080p? She'd be like,
but
4K.
that's
No idea what the hell you're talking about.
What's better, 4K 60 or what? She's just gonna say, oh well, 4K TV looks better. That's all she's gonna say.
Yeah, but you got to look at but looking at it visually, if you had them side by side, you can tell a difference. You can tell.
I know that, but I'm saying when you're advertising to the casual, there is no side by side comparison. A TV commercial can't give you a controller and say, here, feel the difference of 140 frames compared to 30. Like you literally have all you have to go by is just the way that oh man, look at those graphics. It's 4K.
Exactly.
That's what's advertisable.
Exactly, but that's the problem with the 4K buzzword people are using all the time. Like, this whole narrative on the 4K bullshit has really pissed me off this mid-gen cycle because these consoles can't even do fucking 4K natively and hit that 60 frames target on fucking pretty much anything besides a racing game or a fighting game or some bullshit. And the thing is like, if they would have just worked on 1080p or even 1440 fucking P and give us better visuals at 60 frames with most of the games. I mean, that's not going to be with all games, the open world games and shit. There's no way to hit that target. But I mean, these consoles, it's ridiculous. This whole 4K push, it pisses me off that they're doing it this way because I want to hit that 1080p 60.
It ain't happening on consoles.
Do you think that Phil Spencer was correct when he said, he didn't exactly say it, but basically what he was getting at was your average consumer doesn't care about frame rate. Do you think he's right in saying that?
Yeah, because the casual.
I think he's right because they don't know.
Yep.
That's the thing. It's like coming from a place of ignorance. Like if you don't explain to them why it should matter and how frame rate has a direct effect on the gameplay and the input, like it's hard for them to understand that there's anything beyond pretty graphics and a 1080p or a 1440p or a 4K resolution. I mean, they just understand that better than this game's running at 90 frames and this game's running at 45 frames.
And
I mean,
anybody from my grandmother to my mom to whoever can understand visuals, what looks better, what looks prettier. Anybody can tell the difference between a good-looking girl and an ugly-looking chick. But if you try to explain frame rate to someone, not everybody knows that. And the only way somebody can know what frame rate is to physically experience it. But anybody on the planet can see visuals.
I can see the difference in 60 and 30 too. I can see it. But see, my son, he was playing Gears of War 4 on his Xbox. And when we go to the multiplayer, when we go from Horde to multiplayer, I was asking him if he feels a difference. And he's like, yeah, I do. And I said, do you know why that is? He's like, no, it just feels so much smoother though. I said, do you see a difference? He's like, no. I said, you don't see a difference at all. He's like, no, it looks the same to me. But I'm looking at it, I see a difference.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, he'll play Roblox, and that's firing up at like 10 frames per second. It looks like a lick fest. He'll play Minecraft, dog shit. He just doesn't care.
What the hell is Roblox?
It's like some little kiddie game that's free on Xbox, and it's like him and his little friends play it, and it's like what all the little kids are playing. Bro, it's like the gayest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, my
kids are hooked. They're hooked.
It's like, it looks worse than freaking Minecraft. It's
bad, and it runs terribly, and the kids just love it. It's what he's got access to like 170 of my games on Xbox, and he'd rather play this free to play 7 frame per second running dog shit. It's really a slap in the face, is what it is.
It is.
Well, you see, I'm gonna say this when it comes to the frames per second. I have to really applaud how id Software took their approach to Doom when they ported it to PC. Well, it had a PC originally, and then ported it down to Xbox One and PS4. Even they had to tone down some visuals, they still toned it down enough to get to 60 frames a second. They didn't want to sacrifice performance, and that's what I have to
anything
applaud
less
them
than
on.
60, I don't even want to be bothered with.
And that's a damn good looking game on consoles. Like Doom is no slouch. I mean, like it's a really good looking game.
Everybody needs to take a page from what they did.
Is 30 unacceptable?
It's
Bond?
unacceptable.
I don't think it is. Like, look here, Uncharted 4. Let's be honest here. Uncharted 4, yes, it's not 60, but that is a smooth 30 FPS. It's a very what's that? Horizon Zero Shipper. That's like a very solid 30 FPS.
That's like a good-looking fat bitch, right?
No, it's nothing like that.
That's what I'm hearing right now.
It's like Bond won't even touch it. It's crazy. He will not even fuck with it. Like like Bloodborne. Like I see you playing Dark Souls. How are you gonna skip a game? I understand. I get it. I know you want it to be a stable frame rate. And the other thing, this whole chat room is divided. There's people here with 4K. Like there's only I bet you I'm the only 4K. Actually, no, Jay is. But the rest don't want. I'm talking to Icy Rhythm. Nah, man, I'm not upgrading to 4K. I'd rather have a 144 hertz monitor and this and that. I'm like, what the? Like, yo, what? Rev doesn't want to upgrade 4K. Bond doesn't want to upgrade 4K. Well, I'm sure he is eventually.
Eventually, yeah, but right now it's pointless.
I agree.
It's pointless. 4K TVs aren't pointless.
Can you watch TV in 4K?
Now, fuck TV. Who watches TV anymore?
What can you watch in 4K besides movies?
Pretty much most of the videos I see like on Netflix and YouTube. I watch a lot of 4K stuff. Everywhere 4K Blu-ray players. I watch fucking
exactly. So movies.
Yeah, movies and TV shows.
Dude, I played Max Payne in 4K.
Oh, nobody's saying it's bad, but look, 4K won't hit the mainstream until sports go 4K. That's when HD TVs blew up real big, when sports started broadcasting in HD.
When they stopped pushing that agenda. I understand that.
When you see the NFL in 4K, that's when we're there.
When you see Tom Brady cheating in 4K, it's gonna get crazy.
Why are you gonna hate on Brady because he's the best? You don't run your. I'm from Boston. Don't run your mouth about Brady, baby. He's the GOAT. But I'm playing Dark Souls in 4K. I'm playing, and dude, look, let me say this to you, Bond. Right? I played Dead Space 3, I think, with Gotti in 4K, maxed out, 60 FPS, whatever. I'm telling Gotti, like, I wish I had a record. I'm like, you mean to tell me these PC guys have been playing at a 10, like, you know, they've had the Dead Space 3 looks so good, even at 1080p maxed out, it looks so good. The lighting, everything, the effects, the textures. I was like, you mean to tell me they've been laughing to the bank for this long, and I haven't got the message. Like, I could not believe Dead Space, how an old ass game, even the first one, it looked incredible, dude. Like, I was blown away, better than anything on the consoles, bro. Anything.
Yeah, but nobody's saying 4K isn't good, but it's not.
No, I'm just saying the PC in general, bro. I'm saying the PC in general, like people think like, oh well, they're talking about Gear. I can't wait to play Gears in 4K on the Xbox One. I'm like, bro, I already have the Xbox One X. I'm playing Gears in 4K already. Like, they don't understand that. Like, I'm still gonna buy it, dude. But I'm just trying to say, like, 4K, like, it's like, you know, when you went from 720 to 1080, you're like, wow, like, you know, like that's the kind of, I'm telling you, once you see that, and HDR is a whole nother topic, but once you see that jump, you're gonna really appreciate that all them pixels, man. That's all I'll say. Like, you're gonna really like, wow, this shit looks incredible. Like,
honestly,
and
I'd probably rather play at 120 at 1440.
I've been playing at 1440 because my 1070 mostly can't handle 4K. Like, the newer games, I have to drop it at 1440, but it still looks incredible, bro.
I'm with Bond. Right now, I would take 1440. If I was gonna step it up, I would go 1440, 144 hertz.
Yep.
I could care less at all. There's no games out anyways. Next topic.
I know Rev buying all these 4K consoles with no.
Hey, Rev is doing the smart thing. He's saving his money.
No,
He's got kids and mouths to feed, man. Can't be spending money all recklessly and shit.
As I buy the Xbox One X.
As he complains about another Call of Duty and another Destiny and buys it.
Man, look, Bond, I have a son, man. I'm obligated to buy these games now.
Yeah, you better make a Patreon. You better make a Patreon and start e-begging.
But Rev, I have a question for you, man. I know you're like me, where you have to have the latest fucking bullshit when it comes to gaming.
Right.
Why?
No, he revved up. Rev still runs a 970.
That's true.
But I'm talking about console gaming. Okay, he's got to have that top hardware.
Right.
But why is it that you don't want to upgrade to a 4K TV? You're buying another essentially a quote unquote 4K console.
Because I cannot justify spending over $1,000 on a TV anymore. That was some shit I did when I was young. I can't justify that purchase for a clearer picture. I can't do it.
There's TVs out there now that'll give you a better picture than what you got going on now for under $1,000. So, I mean, there are TVs out there that would work for you with the X.
Yeah, I'm happy with my 60-inch, man. You know
what the problem is too? Like, he can't downgrade. He has to get at least a 60 or an above. He can't downgrade. Imagine
you don't downgrade. That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah. No, I get that totally.
But I don't want a cheap 4K. When I get a 4K, I want it to get.
When you buy something, you got to buy something.
4K is like $1,500. I'm not spending that. I'd buy a new refrigerator for that.
That's crazy, bro. It is expensive.
Some young people are probably like, who the fuck buys a new refrigerator?
Somebody likes to eat good.
No, wifey wants some extra storage space. $1,500. I'm bringing home a damn 4K TV. Nah, come on now.
Yeah, my dad just got some ridiculous refrigerator for free because, like, he bitched the Mexicans out that were installing it improperly. Dead ass serious.
All right, Blaze, where we at?
All right, Dead Rising 4.
Next topic.
Yeah, what's the point? What's the point?
I just want to show you how far this franchise has dropped. Like, this.
I already saw how much it dropped.
It hasn't even sold 1 million between PC and Xbox One. Not even $8 million. Capcom's all like surprised and disappointed. Like, you really, I don't understand. Like, what are they disappointed about?
Surprised for what are they surprised for? It's the same recycled dog shit that they had 1 through 3. I've never been a fan of the series. I don't understand why people are a fan of the series. If you want, you guys were talking about mindless fun earlier. I guess it could be one of those two things, mindless, but it's not fun. It's not a fun game to me.
It gets
It's
old
monotonous.
quick. Yeah, old real quick. Did you see that video Cat made? Dead Rising 1 versus Dead Rising 4?
Bro,
I did,
Cropat is the man.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh my God, bro. It's ridiculous, man. The quality in games. There we go. There's your topic. Icy and Bond, you guys are old school. The quality, Jay, you too. The quality in games, has it not gone down the fucking toilet?
In terms of, I'd say it's risen to a certain degree, like graphically and stuff. It's really impressive.
What else?
I don't think that there is new gameplay mechanics that often that come out that wow me anymore.
No, the attention to detail has gone down the toilet. Like the little things.
That depends on who you're talking about. If you're talking about like Rockstar, Naughty Dog.
Yeah, Rockstar is an exception to the rule, Ice. You know what I mean?
I think people are afraid to take risks. Everybody's playing it too safe. That's what I think is the biggest problem.
Well, these games cost 50, 60, 70, 80 million dollars. Unless
you know what? Stop spending so fucking much on the games. Like The Witcher 3 didn't have the biggest budget. I mean, it had a big budget for what
it had a bigger budget than Witcher 2, though.
Yeah, but look at the scale of the game.
Yeah.
Witcher but they looked like they had a GTA 5 budget. The Witcher 3 looked like it had a GTA 5
absolutely not.
Bro,
Cyberpunk's got a government budget because the government's funded it.
I think
it looks like they did.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't need a huge budget. Look at PlayerUnknown's Battleground. That didn't have a big budget. Those dudes aren't putting out commercials and stuff. City Skylines sold 3 million on PC. Never had one commercial. Like, the crazy thing is like these companies literally drop 50 million into advertising budgets. Like,
well, I think that's the problem. These big publishers just push out quantity over quality. And it just seems like these developers now are relying on day one patches or fucking, future patches to fix their fucking broken shit that comes out because they're so focused on just pushing the next game out. And honestly, I wish they would take their time and give us something good. Like when Red Dead 2 was delayed, I'm disappointed, but at the same time, I'm like, take your time, Rockstar, because you've never let me down yet.
Yeah, I think on the delay. Go ahead, Lucas.
I'm gonna say I think the most innovative and creative eras. I think the last one were PS2 and PS3 eras, like with 360 and original Xbox and all, because they had the most new ideas. That's where you got obviously Red Dead Redemption 1. You had things where people took chances on. Now it's just the same recycled shit over and over again.
Yes.
Yeah, the companies are probably spending more in marketing at this point than they are actual development. I would say that visuals, you guys mentioned, that's obviously improved. Like storytelling in games has improved, but as far as like game mechanics, physics, and things like that, something that just changes the experience completely, we haven't seen anything like that for
I don't know if
a long
stories have
time.
improved. I think a lot of the stories are also recycled too.
No, they are, but like some of them are like they're really well done. Like something like I don't know, The Last of Us, because someone mentioned that a few minutes ago.
That's excellent storytelling.
Like it's not original. It's not completely original, but like the way it was told is really well done.
But then
that's
again,
not the norm though. That's like the Last of Us isn't like the norm. That's the exception.
Witcher 3 is good storytelling,
but those are games of the exception. They're not like the rule.
Yeah. And The Last of Us was a last gen game. It was a last gen story. So, Red Dead Redemption, that was a fantastic story too.
That was last generation's best game as far as I'm concerned.
You know how many people tell me like I'm like, dude, Fallout's cool, man. You're like, nah, man, Fallout's like, you're like, they're like, dude, play New Vegas. Like they've ruined Fallout completely. Like they're talking about the RPG elements, and I never played New Vegas or Fallout 3. I just never got into it. So
games.
So when I seen Fallout, it's like, wow, this is awesome. This is cool. This is refreshing, But they're like, dude, no, they've ruined the whole game. Like they dumbed it down completely. And I didn't understand until I did some research. And I was like, wow. I was like, all right, I guess.
I don't have a problem with the new Fallout games. I think they're fine.
Trash.
It's ruined. It's not ruined. I like it, but at the same time, there's bugs and shit that. But that's Bethesda. They always have bugs and shit that they've got to fix. Even on their last games, Fallout 3, New Vegas, they all had fucking bugs.
Fallout 4 is still really enjoyable. I think it depends on like why you enjoy Fallout as to whether or not like you can really get into that game, or even Skyrim for that matter. I think the good RPG days of Bethesda are behind them. I guess we'll see.
They only made
what they
one
bring next.
letdown game in Fallout 4.
Skyrim's kind of a letdown in comparison to Oblivion.
Go play Skyrim right now. Tell me how you like it after playing Dark Souls, Witcher. Tell me how you like that comment. Go ahead.
I've never finished or played a Bethesda game really. I refuse. Well, they're RPGs anyway. I refuse to play them.
I don't think you would like it, Bon. If you tried to force yourself, I don't think you could do it after playing something like The Witcher 3. They're
not polished enough.
It's not even
Skyrim. It's real bad because it looks like you're attacking the enemies with a paintbrush. There's like no reaction to it.
I know.
Isn't Nintendo still waiting for their Skyrim for Switch?
Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't Bethesda they soak the hell out of their franchise, like Skyrim, like they announce it like it's the big next thing. Like that's cool for VR, like that's interesting. Like I'll try it out. Doom for VR is cool, but like, man, like a Skyrim game again, I guess. It's like
you'll be sucking that bitch off on VR. I can already see it.
VR
Bro,
is
the lighting, the textures, oh my god.
Bro, Rev, if you were to put on that helmet and see some of this shit I've played
in 720p, yeah, I'm sure I'll be real.
Wait, this guy's championing VR. I swear to God, I feel like you buy anything they could shit on a plate and you'd buy it.
Bond. I buy everything, yes. But VR, you won't know. Like, listen, if you haven't tried VR, look, I'm not saying all the stuff is trash.
Fuck.
The most of the games they put out is trash, and they're demos, they're tech demos. Most of the stuff they put out are tech demos, honestly. But some of the stuff, like I can see where it's going, but it's just not there yet. It's not there yet. It's not powerful enough. It's just not there yet.
You know what's sad? 2017 has just been kind of lackluster for a lot of games because, I mean, for me, like I look at it and I've beat 7 games this year, but 5 of those 7 are last gen games. Like for me personally, it's been dry.
That's an excellent topic there, man.
It can't be completely dry because everybody's got a backlog, especially right now.
That's what brought me into the next topic, Rev. I was gonna say, should there be less AAA games in the fall and more?
Well, let's talk about what you've beaten in the past year. You've probably bought about 3,000 games. How many of those games have you beaten?
Yeah, let's start with someone else first.
No, let's do you. Go.
I've beaten, since I got the PC like a beast, I beat Max Payne. Okay, I beat Dark Souls 3 multiple times, but you're not gonna count that. I really haven't beat too many games, man.
Here's the thing I do. You got to buy one game, complete it, and then buy another game. You can't fall into the trap of buying 9 games and not finishing any games.
It's buying them at the same time is what fucks you up.
Buy one game, finish it. Buy another game, finish it.
Yeah.
Like I was enjoying Prey. Like I'm almost done with Prey.
That game was trash.
You didn't like it?
Hell no.
I got bored. I got bored about 6 hours in and quit.
I could have sworn you played it, Bond. I don't know.
I finished it, but it was trash.
You didn't like it, yeah. I don't like the enemy types, but anyway. So I tried it. Look, dude, I really make a push. I'm gonna beat Dishonored 2 in another day. I'm gonna beat The Witcher 3 finally. I beat
You
Blood
haven't
and
beaten
Wine.
that yet?
Dude, no, man.
They should stop you from buying games until you've beaten The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Dude, it is. The Witcher 3 is the best game ever made.
He'll never beat it. He'll never beat it.
This guy's my new best friend now.
He'll never beat it.
I'll beat it, dude. I'm gonna beat it, dude. I've added mods. I've added blood mods, textures. Like, yo, the game, like modding is a whole nother topic, bro. I don't want to sound like a PC guy all of a sudden, but like it really, like modding is awesome.
Yeah. Last year I tried to play The Witcher 3 and I got about 3 hours into it or so, 4 hours into it, and I wasn't feeling it. And then I had it sitting there, and I went back to it this year. I've got about 30 hours into it now, and I love it now. But
that sounds familiar, doesn't it, Rev?
It does.
But it's sitting there in my backlog only because I'm waiting for the patch. I'm waiting for it to get pro patched, so it'll look a little better. Play
October.
Are you serious? You're gonna wait that long just to play?
Yeah.
The game? You're not gonna get any improved frame rate, so you might as well just play it.
Yeah, loading times won't be
You
better.
know, dude, the loading times is what killed. That's why I couldn't play The Witcher 3 on the console. I would die. I would.
Well, here's the thing, though. If the loading times are drastically improved on the X, then I'll just start over and play it on the X because
I
it's,
hear you.
They need to
Here's the
fix
thing
roads.
you're not understanding.
Well-
How are the load times going to be drastically improved on the X? Explain that to me.
well, these I don't know exactly how it's going to be done because I don't claim to be a tech guy. So
I'll explain it to you real quick. They're using the same dog shit hard drives. You're not using an SSD, therefore you're still going to be getting those same dog shit load times.
Is it the same RPM?
It's
No.
a 5400 Bond.
No,
They're not going to put anything more expensive into it because then they're going to run into the problem I ran into when I got made fun of playing Battlefield 3. BG and all of them were already loaded into their game on their SSDs, laughing at me. I didn't get into the game until they captured point A.
Fucking
Honestly,
exposed.
They're not going to let
I
that
have-
happen on consoles.
well,
I have
it
an
has a
SSD on my
faster
PS4.
drive
Yeah.
than the old one. It has a faster RPM drive than the old one, and they are touting faster load times on the X on their website. So that's all I'm going by.
I mean, if you're
Well-
literally going to wait literally going to wait till October to see, like, you didn't want to play the game in the first place to me.
Oh no. I'm waiting to play that one. I've only got 2 in my backlog. That one right now and Gears of War 4. That's what I'm waiting for. Is the X.
Icy, how many?
How many games?
How many games have you beaten the
Yeah,
past year? you
I
think?
got this all saved in Notepad. Let's see.
Jeez,
He's
this
got a lot.
motherfucker came prepared.
Icy's the
You gotta
man, people. He's got some excellent reviews.
Yeah,
Make sure
go
you
check
check
out
his
Icy.
channel out.
Yeah,
The
like
only thing I don't like about Icy is he thinks he's like mankind. He can't understand if he's Dude Love, Cactus Jack, or just Mick
Ooh,
Foley.
I like that, Vaughn. I like that.
He doesn't know who he wants to be.
it's good.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right.
No, like I don't know, like 6 or 7 games, I guess, this year. So that
That's
would
not
include some of those games I've already beat, like 2 of the Batman Arkham games. Fallout 4, that was the first time I beat that. Evil Within, I just beat that again for like the 800th time. Blood and Wine expansion for The Witcher 3. Those are the big ones for me.
Lucas.
All right, so I pull up my fucking trophies because I can't remember off the top of my head. Evil Within, Doom for the 50th time, Wolfenstein Old Blood, Witcher 3 completed it, Resident Evil Revelations 2, Alien Isolation, Resident Evil 7, which was dog shit, Resident Evil 5, Batman Return to Arkham City, and Asylum.
I did beat
And,
Resident Evil 7. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, Batman returned at 30 frames per second. I didn't think you would buy that.
Hey, I had to. My PC was having problems running the first 2. Rise of the Tomb Raider, I beat that.
Oh, hold on, sorry. What were you running on your PC?
It just like for some reason it kept crashing over and over again. I think in Asylum, it's right after you beat Zaz. It just kept crashing over and over again for some reason. Don't know why. So, and that's it. That's all I've beaten so far this year.
You didn't like Resident Evil 7?
I did not like it at all. The graphics took a major hit. It looks like shit, and the story is convoluted, especially the boss. It was so unfulfilling to beat once you finally beat it.
It looks good. Yo, I'm not going to say because I'll just get shit.
Okay, wait. You say it looks good in VR, but the reason why it looks like shit on a TV is because they made it for VR. That's why it looks like shit. And I blame
I'm
VR
saying the
for
shooting in VR is extremely fun and fluent.
Well, I don't like the fact that when he does it, he heals himself. He does a fucking magic show. Like he does all these hand motions while enemies are coming at me. What happened to just spraying yourself?
You know, I think the only like this gen game I've beat this year, well, there was 2. It was Horizon Zero Dawn and Wolfenstein Old Blood. Besides that, I beat like Red Dead Redemption, Saints Row 4, Dead Space 1 and 2, and you know that's about it.
Oh, I beat Dead Space 1 and I beat Farpoint for VR. I beat games, man. I just Solid Sanctuary. You know?
Well, how was Farpoint? Please tell me because it's interesting, but it's VR. So
Farpoint, if you get Farpoint with the aim shoot with the actual gun, it's the coolest experience. Like putting that gun up to your face and looking down the sights is really like an experience.
Bro, are you like trying to kill yourself? Like, who does that?
Dude, no. Like literally, Bond, you have to hold up the gun like you're holding up a gun, like, and you look.
Oh, I thought you were like looking down the barrel, like the gun pointed at you.
No. You look through the scope, like legit, like it's crazy, man. I can't explain that shit, man. Like, my thing collects dust. I was telling you, Rev, the other day, like, yo, I'm trading this shit in. Like, Mom, do it up. And I'm like, I don't know. I ended up not doing it, whatever. But what about you, Rev? What are you beating?
I don't know. I don't think I've beaten shit. What, Mad Max? Dead Space 1? But I beat that from years ago. I ain't beating
Max
shit.
is an underrated game.
It's just as time's going on, man. It's just I'm losing interest faster and faster with these games. You know, they just don't feel like the same shit.
It's summertime, dude. Wait till when shit starts hitting full circle. You'll know that you'll jump right back.
We'll see. Next topic.
No, I gotta tell you my games. Yeah, just skipping me.
Yeah,
Oh shit! I'm sorry, Bond. I thought you went first. My bad.
First of all, I can understand why all you guys own a PlayStation 4. I mean, Blaze was giving me a billion games a week for free. Hell, I should buy a PlayStation 4 as well. I'll play at 30 frames per second for free.
Wow. No, you wouldn't. Stop lying.
I know.
Yes, you would, you cheap bastard.
I've beaten
Go ahead with your
Dishonored 2, A Bobo's Big Adventure, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Persona 5, which is the best game to come out this year.
Hold on.
Whoa,
Zelda Breath of the Wild is 30
Prey
FPS.
and Dark Souls 3.
Breath of the Wild is 30 FPS.
I know, that was a struggle, Rev. Let me tell you, man.
Oh, see, man, get the.
See,
you're
you
a
make
fraud.
exceptions for that trash. You make exceptions for the trash.
Bro, like, I didn't even play on the Switch. I played on the Wii U. Which is another reason why I can't understand why people went out and spent $300 on a new console when the Wii U played the same exact game.
I agree.
Did you say you got the Zelda on the Wii U? Didn't you play it?
I traded my PS4 for the Wii U and played like 4 hours. Then I traded it.
Bro, you could have traded me that PS4 for a Wii U.
Played 4 hours, lost it. Bro, them Wii U's, man, people are selling them for high prices and people are buying them.
Yeah, because they're out of production.
The PS4s, those trade in for way worse than the Wii U. So I felt like it was a pretty
They don't make the Wii U anymore. That's why.
And he says that, but then he sends it to me for free. He sends me
I sent it to Blaze free of charge. Take this shit.
Holy shit! I'm on Amazon right now. The Mario Kart 32 gigabyte edition is $470.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying, man.
That's
the regular Wii U is $250.
Yeah, they're definitely
Mario 3DS bundle $570. Jesus,
that's new though, right?
Crazy.
Yeah, still $570.
Yeah, they're inflating, dude.
That's more than
they
Scorpio.
do that. Yeah, they're inflating that shit, bro. They do that. Yo, you know what else they're doing? I was looking at 1070s. I couldn't find any 1070s in stock.
That's because of the mining thing.
What is that? Like, what is this mining shit?
Explain it to him, Ice. I don't feel like getting into it.
No, you explain it to him.
No, you explain it to him.
They explain it to him.
It's fucking like Bitcoin mining shit.
So they buy them and then sell them for more?
No, like you like run your cards into the ground like slaves, and like they mine you bitcoins or some bullshit, and you can sell them for currency and money.
You can't even very few people actually make a lot of money off of that shit. For most people, it's a waste of time to go out and buy like 5 or 6 cards. That shit's retarded.
Next topic.
Yeah, Rev's done with that.
Yeah, next topic. Not that anybody probably noticed or cares. PlayStation Plus. The increase in price. Now, I think it's the same as.
That's some bullshit.
Why is it? It's the same as Xbox, Rev.
Listen, this dick sucker.
So hold on.
PlayStation Dick Rider confirmed.
If one guy rips you off, it's okay for another guy to rip you off?
Thank you. Exactly.
Like, what the fuck?
But I'm just saying, you guys have been playing the same. Xbox hasn't changed their price.
Look, forget about Xbox. Let's focus on PlayStation.
If one guy robs you, it's okay for another guy to rob you.
PlayStation raised the price. Okay, what am I getting? Okay, you're raising the price. Cool. What are you giving me for that extra money on
better free games?
I heard.
Well, stop. They're charging you more for free games. Do you see the trap you just fell into right there? They're paying more for free. They're not free. They're only there as long as you pay for it.
They're rentals. I know, brother. I know, man.
Oh, Blackbond. Blackbond's on fire on this cast. I like that.
I love that Sony charges for discounts too. I mean, I think you can get discounts without Plus, but I think you get better discounts if you have Plus. I just think that's crazy.
Bro, can you imagine the anarchy I see if Steam started charging you for discounts?
Valve knows they wouldn't get away with it. That would never happen.
Valve tried their damnedest to get away with those paid mods, but even that wasn't going down.
It's a lot.
They reverse that.
It's a lot worse than what you guys think, though. It's not just better free games, guys. I've heard a rumor they're trying to implement the PS Now into that price. And who wants PS Now? It's dog shit, man.
Go
If
look
they
at some of
add-
the
if it
people
was
on
the
my
same
review
price-
cursing me out, saying how good it is.
Bro,
Oh.
if it's the same price, which I don't see any type of problem with that.
So are you ever going to play that though?
I mean, I'll play Red Dead.
Yeah, you'll play it for about an hour, Blaze, and then you'll quit.
You could play a
Do
better
everything
version of
else.
Red Dead on your Xbox.
Hey,
Exactly.
I have it. I have it already. But don't get Rev is the exact same person as he does the same exact shit as I like, dude. Don't mistake it. He does the same shit I do.
Do I?
He buys
Do
a
I
lot.
really, Blaze? Are you sure
Bro,
about
he
that,
buys
Blaze?
a ton of Rev. Are you seen your last? Go look at. Oh, I can't say people to go check Rev's old videos because he deleted.
Because I
3,000
deleted
videos
them.
But he had
Hey,
a shit-
people
you bought
re-upload
every
them.
game. You bought for there's a solid Rev archives out there now.
Yeah, I
It's
got them
hilarious.
all. I got them all. I don't play them. But at least I'm honest about it. You know what I mean? You sit there. Oh, I'm gonna beat them. No, you're not. You're gonna look at the graphics, jerk off to them, and then you're gonna move on to the next one.
And you were right
That's
about
it.
the PC thing. You were right.
I know.
You were
I know.
right.
I was. That's exactly what I told you was gonna happen.
I just I wish I went crazy on that Steam sale, dude. I spent $783 on the Steam sale.
Oh my
Jeez.
god!
I couldn't help it. I
No,
thought
go to a strip club or something, man. Like,
that's what I used
Yeah,
to
because
do.
that's not wasteful at all.
at least you'll see some titties there, then.
For $783 at the Steam sale. Is that like every fucking game?
Dude, every game's on sale except for like a brand new release game. Like, dude, I just figured I would never get this chance again. I would have to wait till like a Christmas
Bro,
sale.
you get that chance like twice a year, summer
Yeah,
sale
yeah.
and winter sale, plus CD keys all year round.
Blaze is like a crack addict with
I was
video
about to
games.
say he is
Yeah.
like,
I game share with him, and every time I log on to his account, which Blaze, be real, is not often, correct?
Right.
I got to log into his account to download the games that I get to play for free. But anyways, every time his library has like gone up like by 30 games. It's like, holy shit. And he hasn't played any of them.
Blaze, you know what you should do? Fuck PlayStation Now. You should charge people to game share. Imagine that.
Yeah.
They'd
but
have
you
their
can't-
own. They'd have a selection bigger than Xbox Live Game Pass.
Oh, that's the other thing I want to get into. Thank you for that topic. Is Game Pass hurting the Xbox?
Not with people
Wow.
like you who buy everything.
No, is it hurting games with gold?
Right.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Jay, what do you think about that? Games with gold have been dog shit since Game Pass launched, ironically enough.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Honestly, like I haven't been impressed with games with gold in a long time anyway, and or PS Plus.
PS Plus the past 2 months have been okay. It's been good actually.
Yeah,
Killing Floor 2, Just Cause 3, even though
Killing
the
Floor
game's
2 is a
completely
beast game.
broken on
but,
console.
but it's all subjective, these games, and Killing Floor 2 was just ass to me. I
What?
No,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
no, it's
Oh,
not.
God.
Breaking my heart. You're breaking
Screw
my
this,
heart.
man.
I might kill myself.
I'll tell you what it is. Admittedly, I just tried to play it by myself. and I
Oh.
couldn't get into
Yeah, that's where
Well,
you
wait,
went
any
wrong.
co-op game like a Social Reject, it's gonna be bad.
Right.
So I could not get into it at all.
You gotta
But
play that game with friends.
I think Game Pass is going to definitely hurt games with gold. I think it already
I do too.
has, because they're going to want to put the better games on Game Pass. They want that $10 a month, guys. It's an extra on top of that Xbox Live. They don't give a fuck. All that shit is anti-consumer, and they're going to continue to do it on consoles. And you know what? I'm going to continue to pay for it, and it fucking sucks. But
At least you're honest.
it is.
At least you're honest.
Yeah, true that. All right, let's mix it up. Blaze, we are at an hour point. Whatever other topics you got, disregard them. We're going to go on to the people here in the cast and have them give us a topic. So whoever's got a topic they want to talk about that they probably wanted to talk about or maybe didn't want to talk about, let's have it.
Yep.
Somebody said Atari Box will kill the Xbox One.
Cool.
Atari Box, come on.
I don't
Is
even
that
know
thing
what
gonna
is.
be? Is that thing an actual? Like that's an actual thing, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be another fucking like NVIDIA Shield type box. It's streaming games. It's going to be dog shit.
Isn't that like a Ouya type thing? Like
Kind of.
Ouya?
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
you just emulate the Atari games? Like who would?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, who buys the NES Classic? You're going to emulate those too. It's just scalpers and the fanatics.
It's gonna sell if it's the right price. If we're talking like $60 to $80 or something, the fucking thing will sell. It's got a lot of nostalgia behind it, but at the same time, it's all streaming games.
Is it going to play modern games?
Yeah, they said it'll play modern games, but what is modern to them? You know, because the NVIDIA Shield plays modern games and it's sort of PS3 type graphics. You know,
So it's a game streaming thing.
yeah. Mhm.
Oh, trash. It's instantly irrelevant. Game streaming is not ready. It's still a few years off. Internet's just too shitty.
That's
I agree.
Here's a
Next,
topic.
who's got the next topic?
Here's a topic. I don't want to worry anyone, but Take-Two says Rockstar's activities have been transformed by the success of Grand Theft Auto Online. I don't know. I mean, everyone's going to have their own interpretation of what that means, but it doesn't really make me worry about Red Dead 2 so much, but it does make me worry about any game they make after that.
So is Red Dead got peso packs?
That's what I was thinking,
Wait,
right?
peso packs.
El Dorado Gold.
No, I'm just fucking around like peso packs like I have shark cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. I jumped. I bought a shot. I seen my cousin. He had like a Lamborghini and like a house. And I'm like, man, fuck this guy. He plays all this. I just went and did it. So I couldn't have him like doing that. Like it was the biggest waste of money. It was stupid. I shouldn't have bought it. But you know how many people like buy these packs? Like there's so many idiots like me that are going out and buying these packs. Like it's like, but like, dude, they're giving you free content. You like GTA has stayed relevant because of free DLC add-ons after add-on after add-on. I wish they would have gave us, like you said, Rev. They gave us, GTA 4 had 2 stories.
Yeah, 2 single-player add-ons. Yeah, Lost in the Damned and Ballad of Gay Tony, which were both exceptional. GTA 5 released nothing.
Did they promise that though?
No, they didn't promise it, but it would have been nice to get it instead of this online crap.
There was rumblings of some single-player DLC that was also rumored to be canceled based on the success of GTA Online.
Fuck was that?
I have no idea what happened to Rev.
No, I'm here. Go ahead, Bond.
Yo,
What are your
I don't know
thoughts?
how to explain this. Like, how do you guys continue? It's like you're getting fucked in the ass, but you continue to spend money on it. I just don't get it.
Explain. Elaborate. What are you talking
The
about?
last guy was like, "Yeah, I know I don't really like it, but you know what? I'm still gonna end up buying it anyway."
Oh, you're talking about him subscribing to Xbox Live Gold?
Or just anything in general, like when it comes to gaming.
Well,
I see the same people like, "Oh, I'm not gonna buy COD again. I'm not gonna buy Destiny again."
Bond,
What happens day one?
Look, I'm with you, but like we can't tell people what to and what not to like find value in. If they find value in Xbox Live Gold or PlayStation Plus, I mean that's
not what I'm saying. I'm saying like they know they're getting fucked, they accept they're getting fucked, but they still pay to get fucked.
we paid not to get fucked. We pay to play with our friends, play online. That's what we're paying for.
I'm not just talking about Xbox Live in general. It's like you just said earlier. You're like, oh yeah, I don't want to pay for it. I know I'm getting fucked, but you know what? I'll just pay it anyway.
What was that? What was that example?
What's he talking about?
Yeah, but what other choice do you have if you want to play online?
See, that's the thing. When you have a console, you don't have a choice. Remember? Look what happened when they tried to take mods away from GTA 5.
Yeah, I heard a big thing. I seen like I went to go buy GTA 5 during that time, and it was like all downvotes. I'm like, what?
This is why fanboys just ruin everything.
Well, I wouldn't call it a fanboy type thing. If I could know the example Jay used.
No,
I'm just saying.
I'm just speaking of having to pay for like Xbox Live Gold. That we're talking about how I'm just gonna pay for it anyway. So
it's Xbox Live Gold.
Yeah, I think he was being honest. Jay admitted.
Well, it's either that or switch to the PC only, which to me is unacceptable.
I can't do. Yeah, I've tried it, man. I've tried PC. I can't get into the mouse and keyboard thing. Not competitively. No way. It's
consoles.
It's easy to tell everyone, hey, just get a PC, but it's realistically, most people aren't going to do that. Like most people that you're talking to.
Yank some little kid's Xbox card. I don't know.
Dude, I'm telling you, that little Razer Weaver thing, it's like a separate keypad. It helps you like with motion keypad. I don't know what the hell it's called, but Razer makes it. That thing, if I didn't have that thing, I would not be able to play like Counter-Strike, all these games, and it's made the biggest difference in the world. Like, that thing is awesome. Shout out to Gotti for that, actually. That thing is awesome. Like, mouse and keyboard is not an issue. Actually, it's so goddamn accurate that I actually contemplate, like, oh, should I use a controller or what? You know, but you can still use the controller, man. I use my Xbox One controller, Jay, and I just sit back and
Oh yeah, you use your Xbox controller on PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds?
No, not on Battlegrounds.
No, your shit's getting pushed in, bro.
Bro, you cannot use a controller on online competitive games.
I used it on Battlefield 1.
You need your keyboard and mouse. Go play Counter-Strike with a controller and then
no, you can't. No, you can't.
Exactly.
Certain games.
We want to be, us console peasants want to be able to sit in the chair, hit our damn button, console turns on, you hit play, you join an online game, and everybody's on a level playing.
I know. Even the party
what we
chat.
want. Oh, but you get choice with PC. Stick that PC
hold on.
straight up your ass.
When some people are going to be playing on the Scorpio and you're going to be playing on the welfare Xbox One, isn't that going to be a disadvantage?
How so?
They're going to be playing at more stable. They're going to be playing at more stable frame rates with less dips.
Because look, suppose
they're going to be playing in a more clear, vibrant image, which makes everything easier to recognize.
I don't think those are big advantages because the PS4 Pro plays Battlefield 4 at a more stable frame rate. So Digital Foundry says. So Richard from Digital Foundry says. When I play on the standard PS4
call him Richard.
In the wife's room, I do just as good with the standard PS4.
Look, I know he's just one guy, and I know it's just one game, but I used to play Battlefield 3 with Hard 8 times, and he used the controller. He was always top 3.
Yeah, I mean, he's the only guy I know.
Dream was not always number 1, but like Hard 8 was always like that top 2.
Could he do that in Battlefield 4?
I don't know.
You can do that in Battlefield. I used a control in Battlefield 1 and did just fine. I swear to God. Not
Battlefield
every game.
1 is casual shit. That's why.
Okay, whatever.
I do love the game though.
That game's awesome, Rev. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's a good game.
I mean, dude, Rev, like, I was streaming. Shadowplay is the biggest piece of trash. Oh, get OBS. I got OBS, and that's not acting up. And I'm streaming, and like as soon as like I hit start on Dark Souls, like audio glitch. My audio's completely disappeared. I'm like, what? It was Dark Souls 2.
I mean, with Shadowplay.
With Shadowplay, yeah.
You always have to have Shadowplay update. If it's not the latest driver, it just doesn't work.
No, it's been performing better. And speaking of Shadowplay, they gave me Mass Effect Andromeda Deluxe Edition for free. I just got, hey, redeem this. Boom.
Ooh, free trash. Awesome.
Yeah, I know, right? But anyway, it's like I got a goddamn audio glitch, and I had to restart the stream. That shit's annoying, dude. Like, I don't care. That cannot be like that shit gets annoying. Like it's just minor things that annoy me about the PC. It's not anything I can't look up and fix or, troubleshoot. It's the minor things, like the little things that piss me off, like sending a party chat. It's like Steam's not glitched out. Then you go to Discord and Discord's not working. Oh, let's use Skype. It's like, what the you remember that? We were playing with Blacktooth Grim Rev. We couldn't get.
Of course I remember. Oh, problems with the PC? Oh, no, never that. Look, we're getting off topic here. The
bottom line is nothing is perfect, and I'll never claim anything to be perfect.
Go ahead.
But the PC, for me, there's just so many little minor bullshit issues. Are they big issues? Of course not. But when I have to start doing homework, I was watching Gotti's video. And Bond, you got to give me credit. I switched out my own damn power supply, okay? Yeah. I upgraded my own secondary hard drive. I put in all my RAM. I could build a PC right now if I had to.
And I got to give you credit because it's less of an issue for me because I've been around it for so much longer than you. You're relatively new to it.
But that's what frustrates me. I'm trying to play a video game, I don't want to do my homework to play video games.
It's like a high-end sports car. Sometimes you got to do maintenance. And you don't really want to.
But back to Icy's point with Rockstar, that was really worrying me with Red Dead 2 is them pushing the online agenda. But I think you're probably right with Red Dead 2. I don't see how that could have a huge following online, but I could be completely wrong. It could, because Red Dead Redemption 1 had online. Did anybody even get into that?
I don't think it has the appeal of a Grand Theft Auto.
Right.
I mean, it's going to sell. It's going to do really fucking well, but it's just not going to do GTA 5 numbers. It's unrealistic to think that.
There was actually a big cult following for Red Dead Online.
Was there? I never got into it.
A lot of people I knew.
I got shot in 5 seconds.
but I didn't care for it personally. And like you guys said, it's not as big as GTA. There's no way they're going to be able to have that appeal.
Well, don't you think? No, go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Say, a lot of people don't really look to Red Dead Redemption and see the horse and buggy thing and think, oh, yeah, I want to play that fucking game. You know, there was a lot of people that were turned off by that with Red Dead. And then they got into it years later and said, man, that game was fantastic. I'm like, I'm telling you, man, that game was it was beautiful. Yeah, so it doesn't have the same appeal to most people.
I think GTA 5 also another thing people don't mention. It did so damn good because of people like me that bought it multiple times. Dude. It was on last generation console.
You gotta get your mods in here, man. Dudes are calling Rev's Kid a faggot.
Moderate them, kick them out. I don't even look at the chat on the podcast. It's hard for me to focus. The last generation, you had, or are you just being sarcastic, Bond?
No, I'm being dead ass serious.
Oh, okay. Last generation, I bought GTA 5 on the PS3. I beat it. Then I bought it on the PS4 when it came out. I bought it on the Xbox One. I bought it on the PC. I bought GTA 5 4 times.
Jesus.
For $60.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's a good game.
Yeah. They come along so freaking few and far between when a good game comes out, man. I like to own that bitch on everything.
Like Resident Evil 4.
Oh my God, bro. I've owned Resident Evil 4 so many times. I had a GameCube just for Resident Evil 4. Just for one game.
But that's everyone's owned that game at least 5 times.
How is
that game incredible?
How is that version for Nintendo?
I don't remember. It was so long ago. I just remember I got it for that. I also had the Twin Snakes on the GameCube, which was an awesome game. Lucas, you got a topic?
Well, I mean, the only thing I can think of is what's a game that at first when you played it, you thought it was a piece of shit, you put it down. Maybe a couple months later, you came back to it, and it might have been one of your favorite games you've ever played.
Can't think of any game.
Yeah. What was yours, Lucas?
It was Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Hey, wait. You know what? And Red Dead Redemption, because when you were helping that woman out at her ranch and you were getting the cattle together, I put it down.
That was annoying.
For 4 months, I didn't want to play it. Came back to it, gave it a chance, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Rev was like, I'm getting a frying pan for a woman. What the fuck is this?
Bro, listen to me. I was on vacation when The Witcher 3 came out. I was on vacation. Where did my moderator go? Why'd he just leave? I was on vacation when The Witcher 3 came out. If I hadn't have been on vacation with absolutely nothing else to do, bro, I would have never returned to The Witcher 3.
I'm not going to lie. I started that game on vacation for that reason. If you don't have a lot of time, don't even bother with The Witcher.
Exactly.
I understand. You need a week vacation to settle into that game.
Yes, agreed completely.
Yeah, you got to dedicate a little bit.
Why has that been an ongoing thing with that game? Like, I was the same way. I tried to pick up that game. I didn't really care for it. Then I picked it up.
It's just so much to do. It's so big.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a slow start. It was not a whole
slow start,
but
yeah, for sure. It's a slow burn. But once it gets going, man, you're hooked. It hooks you. How about you, Icy?
Problem too. What's up?
How about you?
As far as
that one game that you thought was shit, and when you came back to it, it was one of your favorite games.
Man, I don't know if I've ever felt that way.
Exactly. I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I try not to play trash games anymore. It's been that way for a while, but I'm trying to. There must be something. I don't know. I can't. Maybe there's not. Maybe there wasn't that game for me. I don't know.
How about you, Jay?
It would have to, be The Witcher. I haven't finished it yet, but it's that looks to be the game that I've picked up and I didn't like. I thought it was dog shit. I really did. I was like, what the fuck are people talking about? This game is not that great. And then I tried it again this year and I was like, holy shit. Yeah, okay, I'm getting into this story now. This is pretty fantastic. Like the side missions, holy shit. Some of these side missions are like fucking 2 hours long with fucking cutscenes and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? The attention to detail in this game is just mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know, it starts off slow. You know, it starts off real slow, man. That's the problem. A lot of people, like, it starts off kind of slow and people kind of get discouraged. But I never forget when I went to the map and opened the map and I seen all them fucking question marks. I was like, what the fuck? I was so overwhelmed. I'm like, yo, this is too much, bro. I seen all them like things to do. It's so deep, man. The game is so deep, bro. It's crazy.
We need a Red Dead Redemption remake? Because I still have not played that game because I refuse to play it at 30 frames. So
You play Zelda, but not Red Dead.
Never play that game.
I know you need to be called out, Blackbond. Like that's
never will I play that game.
What do you mean you haven't played Red Dead Redemption?
It's not 60 frames.
Bro, neither is fucking Zelda.
Zelda's my favorite game franchise of all time.
Okay, and Red Dead will be too if you just embrace it.
Not fucking bothering with
It's
it.
meant to be embraced.
Red Dead is the greatest game ever.
Oh, what's your topic, Bond?
That they need to make a Red Dead remake.
That's it. That's your topic.
Pretty much. They need to.
I'd like to see a Red Dead Redemption PC port. That's what I'd like to see.
I day one that game.
How hard is it?
And it would have happened, but that game was in development hell. Like Rockstar had to act like slave masters to get that game out the door. That game, in actuality, should have been much better than it was, given the awful conditions it was made under, which is kind of scary from the amount of people that say it's amazing anyway.
I wish that they would come out with surprises with a remaster this holiday, before the Red Dead 2 comes out.
That would be so great and make perfect sense, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So
There's no way to port it because it's too much of a complex clusterfuck.
That can't be true. There's got to be a way.
Like maybe they bundle it in, or like
I'm just talking from the schematics of actually making and porting the game. Like, I don't think that game will ever be ported, ever be remastered. It's just dead as it is right now. Like the game was too big of a nightmare to make.
I'd like to see Crysis 1 remastered on the consoles at 60 FPS. That 360 version was a fucking nightmare.
Bro, when they came out with that, I'm like, why are they even bothering to try?
And then they called it the enhanced version. It's like, what?
I cannot believe Crysis, like even Crysis Warhead, Crysis 3. Like, I cannot.
Shit.
You don't like Warhead?
No, I love it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, but like that game is so. I'm trying to put up the 4K. Like that game is demanding as hell, dude. I was like, God, this is old fucking game is still fucking so demanding. God damn, dude, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe I had a lower setting.
I can't stand people that say Crysis 1 and Crysis Warhead is overrated, nothing but graphics. Like, did we play the same game?
It's just a tech demo. You know what?
Did we play the same game?
People that haven't played it. It's got to be people that never got to play it because Bond, those games are like way ahead
open-ended. You can attack them however you want.
Yo, you can cut vegetation, Rev. You can cut the plants. Like I was slicing. It was crazy, dude.
I like the second game more. I think the second game's a little bit better.
No, I didn't like the first game's definitely the best one by far.
I really like Crysis 3, but God, part 1 was so good. I want to say I got 80 hours in part 1, and that doesn't happen often.
I think that was a game Rev bought a goddamn PC for.
I bought a PC just for Crysis.
Bro, Crysis 3 is the most. That's another game. Like I could not believe how that game looked. Like, oh my god, PC is crazy, bro.
And then unfortunately, though, Crysis is dead because they wanted to make the next COD and have a huge budget instead of keeping it a low-key amazing campaign.
Yeah,
will it ever come back?
That's so sad to see it
go. No, it's not.
Crysis's a shell of their former selves.
Yeah, but there's still people like making games under the Cry.
I hear they're not even paying their employees anymore.
They don't even have their engine licensed out anymore. Well, some of those people just need to like stay in their lane. Like the Oakland A's cannot outspend the New York Yankees, and that's what some of these developers try to do.
Yeah, that's sad to see, man, because I love the Crysis franchise.
What was the last game made under the Cry engine? What was it, Rise?
No, it was that VR game.
No, Robinson. It was
No, I'm talking about a regular
Star
VR
Citizen, game. But they canceled that bitch.
Wait, Star Citizen was
originally under the Cry engine, remember?
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying it was canceled. Star Citizen is canceled.
Yeah, they switched it over. They canceled Cry engine, they switched it over.
That game's still in development. Like,
yeah, I don't think that game's ever coming out. That shit is vaporware or something.
All right, well, I mean, I think that's a wrap. We're on damn near an hour and a half, fellas. I think we've covered everything there is to cover in a season of nothing to cover. So let's go ahead and do the outros. Bond?
Are we ready for the after party so we can make fun of each other now?
After party, yeah.
Go ahead. You mean like that picture you posted on Twitter of that damn roadkill you found?
Roadkill?
I sent
your
him the
hair.
picture. Yeah.
Oh man, yo, you're just mad at my look.
Rotting cat that was just sitting on the side of the road for 2 weeks.
You really mad at my silky smooth hair? Like white people love my hair.
He's got wavy
my
They
hair.
love it, especially the old white women. Rev, they're like, "How do you get your hair?" They always like, it's so smooth and so like, how do you get it so wet? They love it, Rev.
I'm sure they do.
They can't
Bond.
fucking get enough of it.
All right, do your outro, man.
I was like a cat on the side. Like, what are you talking? Like, the crazy thing is, though, my hair wasn't good until like 16. My parents' family used to ridicule me and my hair when I was little.
Probably because you were clueless and more.
Nah, I didn't have that. You know how black parents are. I didn't have that good hair.
I thought you said your parents were white.
No. Who came out with this? My parents are white. My mom is black and my dad is from the islands.
I'm playing. It's a joke. Do your outro.
Holy shit.
Anyway, Blackbond, you can catch me on YouTube. You can catch me on Twitter. Blackbond with a 0 on both of them. Check out the Weapon Wheel podcast Sundays at 6.
Icy.
Yeah, T-pad first. Thank you guys for having
Icy
me.
Rhythms. You're not. Why do you keep saying
Hush,
that, man?
Blackbond. Hush. Just fucking hush.
Change your name.
Relax.
I don't like it.
Yeah, but thanks for having me. Thanks to everyone in the chat for watching. We appreciate it. I know I appreciate it.
Jay.
Yeah, you can catch me on Everything According to Me here on YouTube, Jay Fonzarelli on Twitter, and RDX Podcast Tuesdays, 9 p.m.
Lucas.
Well, thanks for having me. And sorry, I was a little bit awkward. It's my first time doing one of these things. So, yeah.
Now you good.
But, no.
That it? Blaze.
That's it.
Yo, Blades 4K. Don't forget it's Sony, baby. Because Rev always tries to cut me off when I do that shit at the end. I got him. He tries to cut me off before I say baby. He hates that shit.
All right. Now, before we click off, I do want to elaborate a little on Bond here. So some people that are watching you, they do know this. For us, you will always be Icy. We talked about this before I started up the cast. You went to Failed to Listen. Then you went to D-Pad first. You wanted something more game-orientated for your channel. And I get that because your videos are very professional. I get it. But to me, Icy Rhythms just fits you, baby. Maybe it's because that's the way I've always known you, but Icy Rhythms does not sound bad. I feel like it sounds better.
Yeah, I'm about to like start calling myself like Beige Bond or something.
Honestly, it's like it sounds like an 80s rap name. Icy
Well,
Rhythms.
Icy Rhythms.
I am an 80s baby. I am an 80s baby.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg.
D-Pad, you good, man.
intros
Your
and
subs
shit.
know you for that, man. Like you can't switch again.
No, keep D-Pad first. I'm not trying to tell
No,
you
you
what to
can't
do.
change
I was
anymore.
just-
You're done.
Yeah, I'm
done.
just telling him that to me he's always Icy.
Yeah,
Anyways.
it's gonna be Icy Rhythms.
All right, everybody. So this is the cast. Here's what I need you to do if you made it this far, and God be with you if you have. Comment to me on the video if you like this sort of thing. If you do not like it, comment. Let me know. If you're indifferent, fuck it, whatever. It is what it is. We're going to try to do it every other Wednesday. This is going to be a trial run. And let me know. Hope you enjoyed it. You guys that are on the show, appreciate you coming out, and I'll holler at you guys later.